It's a current genetic year, and podcast hosts Chris, JL, and Sabrina are traveling in a spaceship borrowed from Elon Musk through an anomaly in space in search of their missing fourth host, Laura. They are traveling between different versions of Earth, inspired by pop culture beamed through radio, TV, and internet waves from the original home planet Earth, now dubbed Earth X. To help them on their journey, the ship is equipped with 3 AIs. A navigation AI voiced by Sylvester Stallone, a maintenance AI voiced by Christopher Walken, and a kitchen AI voiced by Brooder. Sounds complicated? Sounds convoluted? Sounds awesome? It all slightly is. Join them on their journey as they learn pop culture history, both true and made up. It's Podcast 42.
Now launching podcast simulation. Loading podcast holodeck in
3, 2, 1.
It is time for Podcast 42, and we have 2 special treats for you today.
I'm here.
Treat number 1, no spoilers, Jail.
Not a treat.
Treat number 1, Laura's joining us for an episode.
Yay!
It's a hologram.
Treat number 2, we have snarky overtired JL joining us for the program.
Yay!
No. It is normal, JL. Chris just isn't used to it anymore because it's been almost a month since we last recorded.
Yay!
Surprise number 3, we got Sabrina out of the house for the first time in a month.
Yay!
She had to get a special note from her doctor.
Yeah. That's right. They let me out of the home.
Her daughters drove her here.
But I've got to be back.
It was on a power wheel while she was in a wagon.
I'm going to be back in an hour.
So we're taking a pause from our regular storyline to do, much to the cast here who can't remember that we do this once a year, Fan Fiction Theater number 4.
And that's why you had to look up how often we do it.
Yay!
Well, I thought it was either 4 or 5.
And I'd like to point out that Sabrina's lines of yay are all scripted.
That's right.
But before we do that, why don't we open up the beer cooler?
JL beer cooler, it's cooler than you think. JL beer cooler, it's cool enough to drink. It's cool enough to drink, yeah.
All right, JL, what's in the beer cooler?
Oh, it's so good. My highlight, that is. It is from Walking Tree Brewing out of Vero Beach, their Stay Fruited Sour. It is a mango and passion fruit sour.
I'm glad that I took a sip before you said sour, because I'm surprisingly going to probably have a positive review.
Nope, they're getting better. These sours are getting better. I've developed a taste for them.
I have not.
Take a second sip.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the one thing I've learned with sours, is that your first sip is going to be real deceiving, but it gets better as it goes on.
All right, starting off with Fan Fiction Theater. For everyone who is confused, including the people who've already done this 3 times already.
We're doing Garfield again.
I think people turned it off during Garfield and they missed the rest of them.
I turned it off during Garfield.
It was 2 episodes
and
long.
I recorded it. Oh my god. It was so bad.
There was an actual to be continued in the middle of the Garfield script.
Well, and here's the kicker, is that That was trimmed down.
It was trimmed down twice, actually. It was trimmed down in the
once-
writing, and it was trimmed down in the editing.
So you manscaped it.
Also
Yes.
trimmed down when we were recording it, and we went, I think we can, like, skip some of these pages.
Yeah.
It was awful.
The reason why that's awful is because these are picked without thoroughly being read, so I can be surprised too. These are actual fan fictions that people write and stick on the internet, and now we're going to act them out.
So just like I say every time we do it, so it's all right for you not to read the whole script prior, but if we do it, we're bad and unprepared.
Right.
Well, I'm glad we're in agreement that
Because the whole point of the theater concept is that we don't know what's coming. But the point of the other shows is you should know what's coming.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
But I write our shows in a theater format.
I don't know what that means.
So you shouldn't see what's coming.
I still don't know what that means.
Because he writes it for a thrust stage.
That's right.
For stage and screen. All right, well, let's start off with a series of secret diaries from Lords of the Rings.
How do I know when I'm reading?
Because
I'll hit you.
your name's up top to match your character that you're taking over.
Oh,
So it's all the journal entries we're reading.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you get to the one that
So-
says the very secret diary of Boromir,
That's you.
That's you.
and then again with Ringwrath
I should have highlighted
and
this.
Gollum. Do.
Or when you get to Boromir, if you just want to die, since Boromir was played by Sean Bean.
Oh, I get to die in the script. That's so cool. It's like I get to be Sean Bean.
All these secret diaries were written by Cassandra Clare. This is the very secret diary of Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
Hey, there's a thorn.
Day 1. Ringwrath's killed. 4. Very good. Met up with hobbits. Walked 40 miles. Skinned a squirrel and ate it. Still not king. Day 4. Stuck on mountain with hobbits. Boromir. Really annoying. That's why JL's playing him. Not king yet. Day 6. Orcs killed none. Disappointing. Stubble update. I look rugged and manly. Yes! Keep waiting to dropkick Gimli. Holding myself back. Still not king. Day 10. Sorry. No entries lately. Very dark in Mines of Moria.
Moria.
Yep, that's what I said. Big Balrog. Not king today either. Day 11. Orcs killed 7. Very good. Stubble update. Looking mangy. Mangy.
Mango.
Legless.
There's an O in there.
Oh, okay. Legolas.
Carried him. Just like always, Boromir's carrying him around.
Legolas may be hotter than me. I wonder if he'd like me if I was king. Day 28. Beginning to find Frodo disturbingly attractive. Have a feeling if I make a move, Sam would kill me. Also, hairy feet kind of a turnoff. Still not king. Day 30. How do you say that, JL?
In Lothlorien.
In Lothlorien.
Galadriel.
Think.
You can tell who read the books.
I read the books, but I got to make up my own names. Think Galadriel was hitting on me. Saucy wench. Nice chat with Boromir. He's not so bad. Took a shower. Yay! But still not king. Day 32. Orcs killed none. Stubble update. I don't think that's how you spell that.
Suddenly Harry.
Yeah, Suddenly Harry. Legolas told me that a shadow and a
Legolas.
threat had been growing in his mind. I think legless might be kind of gay. Nope.
That's no leg.
Not king. Day 33. Orcs killed. Countless thousands. Very good. Boromir killed by orcs. Bummer. Though he died bravely in my arms. I'm not quite sure that he was definitely very gay. Not so sure about Gimli either. Rip Boromir. Still not king, but at least Boromir seemed to think I was. Might, however, have been blood loss. If I messed it up, we're just going over that. No reason to raise your hand.
But am now quite sure that he is very definitely gay.
That's what I said. Day 34. Frodo went to Mordor. Said he was going alone, but took Sam with him. Why? My God, is everyone gay but me? Not so sure about me either. Still not king, goddammit.
The very secret diary of Legolas, son of...
Weenus.
Oh, Weenus? Seriously?
Is it Weenus?
That part on the elbow?
Son of Weenus.
I believe it's pronounced legless.
Day 1. Went to the Council of Elrond. Was the prettiest person there. Agreed to follow some tiny little man to Mordor to throw a ring into a volcano. Very important mission. Gold ring so tacky. Day 4. Boromir is so irritating. Why must he wear big shield like dinner plate all the time? Climbed up Cahadras, but wimpy humans who cannot walk on snow insisted we climb back down. Am definitely the prettiest member of the Fellowship. Go me! Day 6. Far too dark in Mines of Moria to brush hair properly. Am very afraid I am developing a tangle. Orcs so silly. Still the prettiest. Day 10. Gandalf fell into shadow. In other news, I think I'm developing a spot on my nose. Very serious situation, as elven spots likely to last for 500 years or more. Still prettiest despite the blasted spot. Day 11. In Lothlorien, suspected Galadriel. Maybe prettier than me. Suspect Galadriel?
Galadriel.
Damn it.
Yep,
Suspect
definitely prettier than you.
Suspect Galadriel may be prettier than me. Also, I'm quite sure she copied my hairstyle. I was wearing that same look at least 1,000 years ago. Silly bint. She was more annoyed that I used her mirror fountain to take a nice bubble bath. I choose to ignore her claim that my hair clogged her drain. Not one strand of my hair has fallen out in 800 years. Why would it start now? Still prettiest by far. Day 30. All this paddling about in boats is hell on my complexion. Aragorn obviously starts to find Frodo strangely attractive. Sam will kill me if he tries anything. Still the prettiest. Sam will kill him. Haha. Sam will kill him if he tries anything. Still the prettiest. Day 33. Boromir tempted by ring. So tedious. Cannot be tempted myself, as I already have everything I want, i.e. perfect hair and butt like granite. Have been getting very strange letters from someone calling herself Stacy, who wants to do obscene things to my elfhood. Fortunately, I have super-duper elf vision, so can run away if I see her coming. Day 35. Boromir dead. Very messy death. Most unnecessary. Did get kissed by Aragorn as he expired. Does a guy have to get shot full of arrows around here to get any action? Boromir definitely not prettier than me. Cannot understand it. Am I feeling a pout coming on? Frodo off to Mordor with Sam. Tiny little men carrying around each other. Rather cute, really. I'm quite sure Gimli fancies me. So unfair. He is waist height, so can see advantage there. But chunky braids and big helmet most off-putting. Foresee dark times ahead. Very dark times.
You know it's Aragorn, right?
Nobody knows these names but you.
Obviously, you've
Whatever.
never watched the extended version.
I have
You're
watched the
assuming I've
extended
watched
version.
them
Just
at
because you
all.
have them doesn't mean you watched them.
I did watch
Maybe he
them.
does have 8 legs.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
That's right.
The two
We all
towers.
Aragorn.
The two towers should only be watched in the extended version.
You ever watch the porno version?
Yes, of course. I have
Yeah, it's
all
Lord of the
them.
G-Strings. Fellowship of the Clit.
No, I have not seen that.
The second one is the 2 boners, and then the third one is the Return of the Fling.
Okay.
They come in a 3-pack.
Would that be a threesome?
That's why it's Return of the Fling. These
Oy.
are real movies. I'm not making them up.
Are they on
Believe you.
Pornhub?
No, they were on Showtime. Right after Kinky Kong.
Oh, God.
Oh, I would watch King Kong.
Walks around in a diaper. The Very Secret Diary of Boromir of Gondor. Day 1. Went to Council of Elrond. Aragorn acting all superior as usual. He thinks he's so great because he's shagging that bit of elf crumpet on the side. I mean, just because someone has a broad chest, firm, defined muscles, an outdoorsy tan, and loads of manly stubble doesn't mean that... What? Got distracted there for a bit.
Like my manly stubble.
Not manly at all.
Since you sit across from me, does it distract you?
Not at all. Seem to have agreed to go on some sort of mission while distracted by Aragorn's enormous rudeness. Oops. Day 3. Stupid ring. Stupid quest. Stupid fellowship. Day 4. Frodo dropped ring today. Picked it up. But Aragorn made me give it back. Arrogant bastard. Wonder how he'd feel with Horn of Gondor shoved right up his... stupid ring. Day 4. It's obvious that Aragorn is strangely attracted to Frodo. Sam will kill him if he tries anything. Day 6. Aragorn still into Frodo. Boromir, give the ring back to Frodo. Boromir, let me carry Frodo up Cahadras. Boromir, quit trying to cut off Frodo's head while he's asleep so you can get at the ring. Blatant favoritism, most annoying. Day 10. Why isn't Aragorn into me? Day 11. Carried Frodo out of Mines of Moria. Kinda liked it, actually. Hope I'm not turning into a pervy hobbit fancier like Uncle Windermere. Not after what happened to him. Merry and Pippin are cute little things, too. In other news, Gandalf died. Day 30. In Lothlorien, Galadriel, quite a babe. Feel sure she was attracted to my rugged yet unwashed manliness. Legolas, not legless, took a bath in her fountain. Got in trouble. Big elfy guilt. I'm quite sure he dyes his hair. Also, he has spot on his nose. Aragorn suggested we take baths as well. Only realized in nick of time he did not mean with each other. Stupid Aragorn. Day 33. Frodo being all weird about the ring. Won't even let me look at it. Must admit I had a bit of a tussle with him trying to get a gander at it. Rolled around on him till he went invisible. Resisted urge to have a little cuddle. Made easier when he punched me in the face. Aragorn would be jealous. Day 35. Killed by orcs. Stupid orcs. Glad I wrote that in there before I died.
How does Frodo sound?
Whatever you want.
Frodo sounds like this.
I don't think so.
He does too. Picture Elijah Wood.
Have you ever watched the
don't know
British
Elijah
version of
Wood.
The Office?
No.
Have you ever watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yes.
Okay, he's in there.
Did you ever watch Sin City?
No.
Did you ever see North?
No.
Nobody else did either.
How about, wasn't he in Tom Sawyer?
Yeah, but that's his voice hasn't changed in all these
Yeah, it
years.
really
It doesn't
hasn't.
matter.
So soft-spoken.
Soft-spoken, yet to hit puberty, loves to smoke a lot.
Yeah, best of luck with that.
What does somebody who loves to smoke a lot sound like?
Soft-spoken, like this.
I was thinking Carol. That's like where I was.
Yeah, Not gonna lie, that's where I was.
Day
like
one.
a soft,
Feeling much
spoken-
better in House of Elrond after a nice long night.
Just cough in the middle.
Hey, did you guys know that today's Tom Sawyer has a mean stride?
What?
Nobody knows what he said.
I know what he said.
I don't get it. All right. Soft spoken.
Chat. Yeah, I know.
I got it. The Very Secret Diary of Frodo Baggins.
It's not even the best Rush song.
No.
But he was rushed to say it.
But no other Rush references were made.
If they would have gotten on those birds, they could have fly by night.
Go away from here.
Yep, they live in the limelight. And they only made it there because they had free will. Why is that?
The Very Secret Diary of... I'm not going to keep starting this.
Now you know why Nicole quit.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't have a red barashetta.
Or what?
I don't know how to say it.
He's naming Rush songs.
I am.
Just
Because it's closer to the heart.
if you don't go now,
Straight
you'll
through
never
the
I
go.
heart.
grew up in Canada.
And
I'm
you're to
sorry.
blame? Do you give love?
That's not Rush.
I don't care.
That was Anne Murray.
A bad name.
The Very Secret Diary of Frodo Baggins. Day 1. Feeling much better in House of
Elrond.
Elrond after a nice long nap. Also, Sen gave me a fabulous back rub and bubble bath. Platonic brotherly love is so wonderful. Wasn't quite entirely sure why he needed to suck on my toes.
Mr. Frodo, let me suck on your toes.
Oh my god.
But I'm assured it has something to do with elf medicine. Day 3. Have agreed to carry Ring to Mordor. In hindsight, probably a bad move. Day 4. Aragorn and
Boromir.
Boromir had big fight over who got to carry me up Mount.
God. I can't anymore. I'm done. Caradas.
You're the only one who knows how to pronounce these.
Mount Caradas. Aragorn shoved
Boromir.
Boromir into Snowbank. Boromir bit Aragorn on the ear. Ring must be affecting them more seriously than I thought. Day 6. Woke up to find Aragorn playing with buttons on my shirt. He must be after the ring. Damn it, Siren Cole. Ah well, Sam will kill him if he tries anything. Day 10. Today, Legolas began stroking my inner thigh with his bow. Was stunned. Had no idea Legolas wanted the ring too. It must truly be an object of awesome power. Day 11. Gandalf showed me a very strange trick he can do. Apparently, Pointy... Stop laughing. Apparently, Pointy Wizard hat, not just for show. Wonder if Ring is affecting him too. Or perhaps he's just very peculiar. Day 24. Finally feel rested. It's too dark in the mines of Moria for Aragorn to find me and pinch me as he has been doing lately. Gandalf fell into shadow. Was sad to see Pointy Hat go. Day 27.
Lothlorien.
Lothlorien, so pretty. Galadriel.
Galadriel.
I said that. Pretty too. Offered her one ring, but she kept saying, no, there's something else I'd rather have from you, Frodo Baggins, and trying to slip foot up inside my breeches. So gave her my extra pair of breeches since she seemed fond of them. Maybe some kind of breeches shortage in Lothlorien.
I know how that feels.
Day 30. Rode all day in boats, very tired. Merry and Pippin offered to give me a group massage. Nice to have such very concerned friends. Glad Ring is not affecting them, although did not need back rub quite so much, nor other parts. Pippin does remember we're cousins, right? Right? Day 33.
Boromir.
Boromir tried to take the ring. I'm not entirely certain, but I'm fairly sure he also tried to have a little cuddle. Was most unnerving as Boromir's quite huge. Day 36. Everyone keeps hitting on me. Cannot cope. Off to Mordor. Sam is coming too. Good thing, as it'll enable me to have more of those platonic brotherly foot massages he's so good at. I'm sad to leave the rest of the company, though, as I found myself quite fancying the idea of shagging Gimli. Chunky braids and huge helmets are quite a turn on. Oh well, he never would have liked me anyway.
Strangely, that sounds exactly like Elijah Wood's.
It was exactly like Elijah Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he can do the perfect Sean Astin. Rudy, Rudy,
I can.
Rudy.
The very secret diary of Samwise Gamgee. Day 1. Frodo stabbed by Morgul Blade. Oh no, Pippin cried. Told Pippin would be alright as Mr. Frodo was far too hot to die. Did I say that out loud? Day 3. Have followed Mr. Frodo to Rivendell, where elves will heal him. Gandalf told me to help poor unconscious Mr. Frodo get out of dirty clothes. So took clothes off of him, gave him a bath, and another one. Then gave him another bath. Gandalf came and told me 6 baths was quite enough, Samwise Gamgee. Poncy old git probably hasn't taken a bath since the Second Age. Day 4. Wonder if it's time for Mr. Frodo to have another bath yet. Day 5. Elf bubble bath, very colorful and pretty. Gandalf, no fun at all. Sulk. Hashtag sulk.
Or quotes.
Those are
Finger quote.
Those are actually asterisks.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Day 6. Mr. Frodo awake is doing well enough. Also seems concerned as to why his fingers are all wrinkled. Decide not to tell him about the baths. Day 7. Snuck into Council of Elrond. Frodo offered to take Ring to Mordor. Mr. Frodo is so brave, handsome, tall, and wonderful. Okay, so possibly isn't all that tall. Day 8. Off to Mordor. Other members of Fellowship very dodgy, if you ask me, especially Boromir.
You mean Boromir?
Yes. Teaching Merry and Pippin how to sword fight. My aunt, Lubia. Obviously,
Aunt Lobelia?
yes. You call her what you want, I'll call her what I want. Obviously, pervy hobbit fancier who likes to roll around with small men in shorts. Day 9. Aragorn, just as pervy as Boromir. Obviously fancies Mr. Frodo. Will kill him if he tries anything. Day 10. Very dark in Mines of Moria. Use flat edge of sword to whack Aragorn every time he tries to pinch Mr. Frodo in the dark. Gandalf fell into bottomless pit. Mr. Frodo said something later about pointy wizard hat, but did not understand it, as he's very soft-spoken, and I'm innocent young hobbit from Shire, not vested in worldly ways. Pippin says Legolas is shagging Gimli. Ick.
Someday he'll be versed in these worldly ways.
Day 15. Why is this word in every single one of these diaries?
Because you gotta go to Lothlorien.
Lothlorien, very pretty. Blonde elf lady absolutely hit on poor Mr. Frodo left, right and center. Pippin agrees. Told Pippin height difference would make relationship impossible. Pippin said Mr. Frodo could stand on stilts. Hate Pippin. Day 22. Leaving Lothlorien. Bye-bye, grabby elf lady. Not sure we're going exactly, but it's obviously somewhere water-related, as have been given boats. Do not care really as long as to get to share a boat with Mr. Frodo. Day 23. Boromir finally acted on pent-up lust for Mr. Frodo. Got shot down, of course. Hurrah! But not before made spectacle of himself. Claims he's trying to take Ring so as to rule the world and bring down evil. But we all know that's a big fib, don't we? Day 24. Boromir killed by oaks. New oaks good for something. Frodo... Frodo off to Mordor.
How do you feel about Maple?
Maple? What does that mean?
Is Maple good for something too?
Yeah.
You said oak. Like he was killed by an oak tree. He was killed by oak.
It was a big redwood. Watch out for that low-hanging palm.
I like oaks. So, joke's on you.
Yeah, how do you feel about orcs?
I don't like orcs, but I like oats.
Frodo off to Mordor. Taking me along. Hurrah! Frodo needs cheering up. You know, I could have said orcs, but my accent sometimes gave us away.
Yeah, instead you're thinking of Hall & Oates.
Because his kiss is on my list. Mr. Frodo needs cheering up.
It is on your lisp.
As seemed inexplicably sorry to say goodbye to Gimli, as well as depressed and claims he is now sure he will die a virgin in the barren wastelands of the Dark Lord's realm. We will see about that.
You better have like a mean Scottish accent for this. Picture Brave.
Yeah, no, I know.
Mixed with Indiana Jones. I said horses, not camels.
The very secret diary of Gimli, son of Glóin. Day 1.
You mean Gloin?
Is my father not yours?
He be glowing.
He be glowing.
Yeah, why couldn't
He was around the Ark of the Covenant.
J.R. Tolkien just named these people like Sam, Fred, John?
Tolkien?
Yes.
Yeah, he has 2 middle names, and you expect him to name them normal?
Yeah.
Well, what's
One
his
does
face?
not name somebody normal as they go into Mordor.
Game of Thrones guy named some of his characters
George
normal.
R. Martin.
Yeah, him. There was Ned.
Who was also played by Boromir.
Yes, and also died.
He dies in everything. I think there's a movie called Sean Bean Dies in Everything.
Writing it now. It's really short.
Yep, it's just a montage.
Of all his deaths.
They actually have that on YouTube. I've seen it.
It ends with him falling on the satellite in GoldenEye. Just when you think you're done, it's like Return of the King. It just keeps hitting you with another death. Come on, Glowin'.
What the hell my guy sounded like over here? Day 1. Grrr, arr. Day 2.
Gimli sounds nothing like that, really, in the movies. I just wanted her to sound like a Scottish pirate.
Arr, that's what I'm about.
Wait until he's from Jamaica.
Listen,
It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen.
not everyone can nail a character like I just did with Samwise.
Not even close.
Frothing about in Rivendell with stucco bells. This is bad, very bad for my digestion. Have asked Elrond to move me to 2nd floor, as cannot get into bathroom here without being subjected to sight of hobbits bathing amongst scented candles. Is ridiculous. Got splashed with strawberry bath foam yesterday. On plus side, beard now silky and conditioned.
Are you ready, kids?
Hey, Captain!
Aye, Captain. Day 3. Elrond refuses to move my room. Walked in on hobbits again this morning. What were they doing with that carrot? Inbred bunch of half-wits. No wonder they can't even grow decent beards. Day 7. Suspect Aragorn, son of Arathorn, of being pervy hobbit fancier, completely ignoring haughty elf fiancé, in favor of barging about with hairy-footed gnomes and leather breeches. Fortunately, I, Gimli, son of Glóin, am here to take care of her loneliness. Later. Elf women just the right height to keep my ears warm. Go me. Day 9. Have agreed to go on quest. Arwen getting awfully grabby. Gimli, son of Glóin, will not be tied down. Would rather spend time with touchy-feely hobbits and pouncy elves than hang about Rivendell talking about our relationship. You're welcome.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Gimli, son of Gloy!
Day 13. Very cold on top of Cahardus.
Nobody can say it.
Nobody can say any of these words.
Speak for yourself.
Big fight over who got to carry hobbits up the mountain. Did not participate as was busy showing Legolas how to get braided just right. Hair braided just right. Fight ended when Aragorn picked up Ringbear and stuffed him in his trousers. That's right. Isildur's hair.
Isildur's.
Whatever. Suffocate the Ringbearer. Honestly, these people. Day 14. And Mines of Moria may have made slight miscalculation. As it seems the cousin Balin has been dead for at least 60 years. Suppose it should have occurred to me that has been a while since last got Christmas card from the Moria folks. Still, cannot be expected to keep track of everything. Day 15. Gandalf fell into shadow. Hobbits used his excuse to have Terry Cuddlefest on rocks. Suffered manly embrace from Boromir, although he kept jabbing Horn of Gondor into my solar plexus. At least, I hope that was the Horn of Gondor. Does not bear thinking about if not. Day 16.
Legless.
Legolas told me Aragorn is way into Frodo. Sam will kill him if he tries anything. Suggested to Legolas that we might want a leader who is less of a lech. Legolas then asked if I wanted to take a bath with him, beginning to suspect that all the elvish poetry about the glory of warrior bonds between men just big cover-up for illicit spanking games. Day 20. In Lothlorien.
Yay! Took the whole script.
I said it right.
Galadriel quite the babe. While hobbits off power cuddling, and Boromir chasing Aragorn. Had time to show her a few dwarf tricks. Nothing fancy. Just a bit of hide the helmet and delving in the mines. Very satisfactory for everyone. Except possibly Celeborn. On second thought, maybe that was Celeborn. Cannot much tell difference with elves. Day 22. Left Lothlorien. Have been paddling in boats for days. Am getting very lonely. Hobbits looking not so bad. Rather cute, in fact. Despite mullet haircuts. Cannot get near Frodo without getting bitten on kneecaps by Sam. And Pippin dating Boromir. So we'll see if perhaps Mary wants to take a nice moonlit stroll tonight. Hurrah for warrior bonds between men.
Ringwraiths don't talk.
They do now, bitch.
Yeah. But they keep diaries, so.
Apparently. The very secret diary of Ringwraith number 5. Day 1. Just opened Christmas present from Sauron. Pretty, 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 pretty ring. Day 1,967. Got box of chocolates as Christmas bonus from Dark Lord again. As per usual, Sauron ate all the toffees and left the strawberry creams. How I detest this life of vile servitude. Still disembodied. Day 1,056. All the days go together. Very bored in Barad-dûr. Nothing to do but play Scrabble with orcs. It's very annoying as orcs only know black speech of Mordor. You try spelling Aznag Gimmabul for a triple word score. Yeah, I didn't think so. Day 1,001,102. Suspect Sauron gearing up for something. Walked in on him applying ceremonial sparkly mascara. Suspect he will be very happy when he has body back and can really dress up again. Day 1,001,105. Yes, Sauron definitely gearing up for something. Having given orders to sally forth and hunt down Hobbit and close personal Hobbit friend, who have somehow gotten hold of ruling ring. Witch King of Angmar's suggestion to place pictures of ruling king on milk cartons and wait for calls to come in was ignored. They spelled cartons wrong. Did they? I think so. No, because it's not a cartoon.
It's also a ruling ring.
I don't care. Day 1,001,106. Have been given brand new, spanking new horse. I read that wrong. Have been given brand spanking new horse. Not for spanking, of course. Go me. On minus side, still disembodied. Day 1,001,107. Very close to nabbing Ring Bearer tonight, but had Nazgul suffered attack of giggles while observing excessive cuddliness of Ring Bearer and his 3, finger quote, companions. Suspect Gandalf chose Ring Bearer on account of big blue eyes and pouty lower lip, rather than possession of heroic type fortitude. We'll catch up with pretty boy Hobbit and harem of pint-sized boyfriends in Bree. Very much looking forward to post-slaughter booze up. That's why I got this. I know why. Day 1,001,109. Drat that Aragorn. Drat Isildur and all his heirs. Generations of pervy hobbit fanciers of no use to anyone. Son of Arathorn has hobbit napped the ring-bearer. To combat disappointment at failure, I achieved goals set by Sauron. Spent all night boozing it up in Bree. Breeland is very informative. Drinks. 10 Mai Tais that impelled innkeep on swizzle stick. Killed 17 human men. Go us. Day 1,001,115. Have been following Isildur's hair and pack of hobbits for 6 days. Aragorn obviously into Ringbearer. Sam will kill him if he tries anything. Day 1,001,116. Can't turn page. But I still got slightly frisky with Ringbearer at Weathertop. Aragorn went all wonky and possessive and set me on fire. And indeed, Sam did try to kill me, although did not notice had been hit in knees with frying pan until later on. Day 1,001,119. Met she-elf girlfriend of Isildur's heir today. Was so busy laughing at concept of Aragorn the Hobbit fancier having girlfriend that inconveniently got washed away in stream. Horse dead, armor all rusted. Must return to Mordor for oiling. No, not that kind of oiling. Rather a pervy wraith fancier, aren't you? What?
I don't think ring wraiths sound that way.
I don't think Samwise sounded that way either.
Samwise was perfect. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, my Gimli was spot on.
If portrayed by somebody else, if he was portrayed by Billy Connolly, yes.
You're welcome.
How we say this guy sounds, I don't even know how to say his name.
Saruman the White.
Saruman.
He's an old English white man.
So, like
a wizard.
Frodo, but older.
So, like an old British man who's very proper.
Who's a
Just
wizard.
think, Patrick.
Who's a wizard.
Do it like the
Like
women
Hagrid.
in Monty
Yeah.
Python.
Yes.
No.
Like the men pretending to be
No,
women.
you cannot do a man
Yes.
pretending to be a woman.
She can do whatever she wants.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Damn it.
I don't think I could last that long with that one. So
I mean, how many
That's what
pages
she
is
said.
it? It's not that bad. It's only like
It's only 3 pages.
2 pages.
it's a lot of words.
It's only,
There's a lot of spaces.
Guys, you know how I feel about words.
Yes.
I know, that's why she's the quiet one of the group.
But am I? The very secret diary of Sir. Don't laugh. You can't do that. How do you say his name again?
Saruman.
Saruman.
I am Saruman.
Okay.
He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy?
He always plays a bad
Then why
guy.
is he Saruman the White?
Because white people are bad.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree with that.
colors.
Yeah, but usually white wizards are good wizards.
Yes, he was a good wizard, but he got corrupted by Sauron, so he is no longer Saruman the White.
I mean, I know a lot of white wizards that are not good.
We're not going to Harry Potter this.
No, they wear hoods.
It's accurate, though.
The very secret diary of Saruman the White.
So spot on.
Day 1. I'm bored. No cable in
Isengard.
Nothing to do but write rude anonymous letters to
Radagast
the Brown and Manfred the slightly Ecru. Perhaps we'll have to look at the
Palantir.
Day 2. Have met very nice guy via Palantir. He seems to really like me for me, and not just because I'm powerful wizard in Middle Earth. Wondered what he looks like. Day 3. I'm becoming disenchanted with Palantir guy. Refuses to send me photo, except of one very large eyeball. Says he is shy, but I rather suspect he is fat, or perhaps hairy. Have heard some very bad stories about Palantir's relationships. Should probably cool it for a while. Day 7. Well, wouldn't you know, Palantir guy turned out to be Dark Lord of Mordor. Just my luck. Could have been worse, I guess. Sauron, not far or hairy, just disembodied force of evil. Must go now. Have to raise massive demon army to scourge the earth. Also, have manicure appointment. Is not easy task keeping nails pointy. Day 9. Typical.
Gandalf.
Gandalf?
Okay, because I wanted to say Ganondorf. Not the same. Gandalf just came waltzing by, and he knows I hate drop-ins. Wanted to yap on and on about all the ring. He wanted to yap on and on about the ring he gave his new boyfriend. Terrible, pervy, hobbit fancier old Gandalf is. Disgrace to the order. Just wants to show off and remind me that he's got a hobbit, and I'm just dating an eyeball. Well, Saruman the White does not stand for this treatment. Showed him my wizard wrestling federation moves. Have delivered smackdown. Go me. Day 13. I'm tired of climbing up and down 8 million stairs just to taunt Gandalf. Should have imprisoned him in easy access dungeon where could taunt more effectively and would not have to wait until after breakfast. Day 14. All right. Who's been spitting gum down on the orcs? Honestly. Day 15. Was right in the middle of a really good taunt and Gandalf escaped. Oh well. Will save me daily stair climb. Day 16. Have been waiting in Palantir. Gandalf
Faffed off, yeah.
Gandalf faffed off, extending camping trip with 4 hobbits, a very buff elf, and a rather fanciful human. Oh, bother. That's Aragorn's son of Arathorn. Once threw him out of Isengard for whining about not being king yet. Then
He was winging.
Whining?
It's supposed to be whining.
What? I said whining. Then there's a shady-looking character and some kind of hairy newt. Or maybe it's a dwarf. What a bunch of yobos.
Isn't it Isengard? Because the song says Isengard.
I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. I can't believe you're believing me on these pronunciations.
Day 20. Have crossed orcs with goblin men in caverns below Isengard. Very tedious experience as orcs and goblin men most reluctant to breed. Even with dinner and flowers. Next time we'll try something easier, such as breeding goblins and cheerleaders to create super perky army that can travel by day and will not complain about pink uniforms.
Legless.
Day 22. Did not know when decided to make demon army for Sauron. That would be so darn messy. Curse my decision to be Saruman the White. Should have decided to be Saruman the Muddy Brown or Saruman the faintly greenish. White just shows all the slime. Day 24. If keep watching in Palantir, perhaps we'll see Gandalf do pointy hat trick. Day 25. Gandalf did pointy hat trick. Ringbearer very impressed. Aragorn obviously fancied trousers off Ringbearer. Sam will kill him if he tries anything. Day 25. Harry Newt is most definitely dwarf. Caught him playing hide the helmet with one of the hobbits. Other humans seem to be Boromir.
Yes.
of Gondor, and I'm the only one who has long wanted to ride to
Minas Tirith.
Minas Tirith and tell Stuart.
Stuart?
What are you doing here? Stuart, that Gondor sounds just like Gonad, and they should find a less silly name.
Oh, God.
Perhaps it's just me. Day 28.
Orkai.
Orkai is nearly ready to go. Watch Fellowship a bit today. Boromir convinced the smallest hobbit to blow the horn of Gondor. Have not laughed so hard since set Balrog up with Gandalf during the Second Age, and Gandalf stuck Balgorg with a restaurant bill. Palantir is great, better than cable.
I didn't understand any of those words.
I have no idea what I said.
Better than cable.
Like you don't know what a gonad is.
That's the only word I understood.
Oh, we know. Sabrina almost spit out her drink.
It was close. It was very close. Precious. Oh, God.
The Very Secret Diary of Gollum. Day 1. Popped over to attend Pervy Hobbit Fancier's anonymous meeting in Misty Mountains, only to discover was booby traps set by Sauron. Stupid Sauron! Day 5. Held captive by orcs in Barad-dûr. Have been forced to watch Flipper over and over until give in and tell them where Ring is. Damn evil methods of torture refined over millennia. Will not give in. Will remain strong. Day 6. Orcs have switched to repeat viewings of the faculty. Cannot cope. Have told them where Ring is. How long is this?
You're only on day 6. Keep reading.
Oh, I'm on day 8. I was hoping it was quick. You didn't have a big part.
You've got 39 pages.
I know. Day 8. Escape from Mordor. Have made way to Shire. Am very disappointed that in the last few weeks no one has responded to personal ad placed in Shire Weekly. Toothless, fetid, greenish creature. What? ISO, blue-eyed, curly.
Search of.
Oh, I don't know these things. I haven't done anything like that. Somebody help me with that. I'm glad you posted those things.
I got you.
Apparently, Laura's on Tinder.
I know. Who would have known? Not her husband. If you like pina coladas.
Oh, it's you. I'm not mad at you. Oh, it's you.
So cute.
I'm more disappointed than it's you.
In search of blue-eyed, curly-headed hobbit. Must enjoy squatting in darkness, jewelry fondling, and referring to self in third person. No smokers. Day 10. Finally caught up with Ringbearer in Rivendell, but cannot get near him as is constantly being half drowned in bathtub by burly companion type. And have developed fear of water since being forced to watch Dolphin movie 300 times. Ugh! Strawberries. I hate strawberries.
Why are you sounding like Samwise?
Strawberries?
Because I'm drowning.
Oh.
What's
In the
strawberries?
Day 11. Attempt to infiltrate Council of Elrond in Lorne ornament disguise unsuccessful. Was stashed in storage closet by annoying Glorfindel, where was trapped for hours while Elrond tried on all Arwen's dresses in front of Mir, while muttering something about Legolas not being the prettiest after all. Missed days of yore where men were men, and dwarfs were dwarfs, and elves wore trousers. Although something to be said for Legolas's boots and skirt ensemble.
Legless.
Legolas. Day 13. Left Rivendell following Fellowship. Sent Elrond anonymous letter telling him purple does not suit his complexion. Expect to hear screams of rage all the way to Gap of Rohan. Day 15. Cannot believe men still using hoary old blow the horn of Gondor pickup line. Remember when original plans to have xylophone of Gondor scrapped by steward in favor of silly-looking horn? Now know why. Too bad for Isildur's heir, who has no horn of Gondor, and hobbits have expressed no interest in his stubble collection. Since he obviously fancies Frodo, Sam will kill him if he tries anything. This is the worst running joke that we've never written. Day 30. Very cold on top of Carjas. Still don't know how to say it. Everyone wants to carry Frodo up mountain. Nobody wants to carry me up mountain. Stored away in Legolas's backpack, but excessive nancing was not good for stomach. Have been sick all over elf collection of hair care products. Hope he does not notice. Day 31. Very dark in Mines of Moria. Bad for ogling. Or is it oogling? Have been following sounds of Legolas complaining loudly about state of his backpack and dank air of Moria being bad for his skin. Gandalf stuck gum in his hair while he wasn't looking. Rather like Gandalf always has gum. What? Day 33. Met up with Balrog in Natalie decorated subterranean bachelor pad. Balrog very mopey. Still carrying torch for Gandalf. Told him best course of action was to try to talk it out. Explained to Gandalf that while they are two extremely different people, with value systems and lifestyles that are in complete opposition to each other's, romance not ruled out. Balrog said this sounded like meaningless new age claptrap. Told Balrog to get out of second age, start living in the now. Day 34. Balrog Gandalf conversation did not go as well as hoped, resulting in gory death of both. Perhaps was not cut out to be matchmaker after all. Licked and observed big hobbit cuddle fest on rocks. Nobody ever wants to cuddle with me, just because I'm misshapen and covered in slime. So unfair. Gimli no big looker either, but gets mad schnoogles from Boromir anyway. Day 36. In Lothlorien. Attempt to lure indistinguishable backup hobbits away from Ringbearer by placing carrots around was foiled when Legolas found carrots and used them to make facial mask. Aragorn told him was embarrassed to be seen with him while face covered in carrot mulch. Legolas complained he is not getting any younger. Aragorn pointed out he wasn't exactly getting any older either. Day 39. Nobody hitting on me. Cannot cope. Off to stalk Ringbearer in Mordor. Perhaps have to bite off his finger and steal ring. He might not mind having dinner with me. We'll just have to figure out how to get around Sam first.
Well, good news is this episode will only contain these diaries. And we'll have to do the rest in another episode.
You Garfield us!
Yeah.
The very secret diary of Sauron, or Brooder. Day 1. Dirty weekend with Elrond. Turned sour when I told him purple is not his color.
Can't even talk like him anymore.
No. Day 5. Have been marched against by the last alliance of men and dancing elves. Is a transparent attempt by Elrond to get back at me for a comment about purple. I will not take it back. I told him purple made him look like an eggplant, and it does. There's no need for him to get so shitty about it. Day 6. It's not that being defeated by the last alliance is so bad. It's not even that being reduced to a disemboweled eyeball is so bad. Although Vicine would be a comfort. But whose bright idea was it to slice onions in here? Later. Blast those oats and orcs and their fondness for onion dip. Have taken their disco ball away. God, it's fun to be evil. Day 3,000,005. Am bored. I've been waiting for Middle-earth Link guy to come and install DSL in Barda-dû since Second Age. We'll use Patir as alternative to personal ads, as am lonely.
Cut out some letters there.
Yeah, it
Must be hanging out with the Oaks.
Day 3,000,007. I spy with my big, huge, nasty flaming eye
something resembling a novelty dashboard ornament. Witch King of Angmar tells me it's a hobbit. Is rather cute, on the smaller side, but I'm hardly one to talk appearances these days. Day 3,000,009. Ah! That tiny bloke has my ring! Later, have sent the 9 to fetch ring back. If 9 succeeds in sorting their elbows from asshats, that is. Day 3,011. Have met very nice bloke over the Palantir.
Palantir?
Sure, an older gent. Seems to have copied hairstyle from Gadriel, but no matter. He likes me for me. Finally, someone to see past the eyeball. We'll send him a packet of glittery barrettes. Day 3,013. Tried to ask Saruman over for dinner, but lost nerve at the last moment and said some idiotic thing about building an army instead. It's somewhat amusing watching him play violin for orcs and goblin men in an attempt to spark romance, so will not clear up confusion just yet. Day 3,016. Wonder if Saruman, becoming somewhat deaf, told him I was hoping we could delineate boundaries of relationship. Also learn how to say delineate. Instead, he defoliated Isengard. Day 3,020. Some bearded tart with pointy hat trying to hone in on my action. Ex-boyfriend? Think Saruman may have put him in guest bedroom. We'll have to ask Saruman to clarify. Day 3,021. Elrond having another of his disastrous parties. Why I was not invited. Just because I have no body and cannot play Twister with Legolas is no reason to snub me. Day 3,022. Have been watching Fellowship through Palantir. The shampoo. Ring bearer really very pretty. I must admit, with big soulful eyes, or eye, and little hairy feet. What I wouldn't give for a body and a shower cap right now. Although bath-obsessed hobbit companion would probably kill me if I tried anything. And the joke lives on. Day 3,023. Bored. So caught up on Palantir watching today. Lovely place. Moria. Used to vacation there. Pointy-hatted ex-boyfriend seems nervous. Sent word to Bob to keep an eye out. A lookout. Oh, bugger. Day 3,024. No word back from Bob. Suspect he's moping. Never could sort out his love life. Always whining and writing in his journal. Bloody sensitive demon types. No use at all. Day 3,025. Pointy-hatted X fell into a shadow. Down with the competition! Ring bearer moping. Suspect Aragorn, son of Arathorn, might like to have a go at cheering him up. Apparently something of a pervy hobbit fancier. So that's why the blood of Nur Manor died out. No correction?
No.
Day 3 million.
You mean Numenor?
Day 3,026. Fellowship in that L place.
Lothlorien.
Oh god, that G lady. Galadriel. It's all about her. Paint my toenails, Sauron. Don't touch my hair, Sauron. I want a pretty ring, Sauron. Then she goes off with slavish oath, Celeborn. Bet he cannot forge 20 rings of power. Suspect bitch slap fight brewing between the G lady and Legolas as to which of them can dance around better while holding water pitcher. Cannot help but roll my eye over this. Time to toss some Jiffy Pop into Mount Doom and watch the fireworks. Later, well, would you look at that dwarf getting it on with Celeborn? I tell you, 3 million years on Middle-earth and some things still surprise me.
Why does he sound like Rick from Rick and Morty?
I don't know, it changed throughout this. Day 3,029. Finally, some decent fighting. Orcs killed, 400. Very bad. Humans killed, 1. Go, Urka-hai.
Smoker's cough.
Yes. Is it just me, or is Aragorn, son of Arathorn, kind of gay? Maybe it's just me.
The Very Secret Diary of Legolas, Part 2, Day 1. Whee!
And we're done.
Yep. Day 2. I like to run. Day 3. I look good when I run. Day 4. I also look good standing still. Running across Rittermark, very good exercise. I swear my butt has just gotten firmer. Is that even possible? Day 6. Is Gimli staring at my butt? Day 7. No wonder he's always lagging behind. Day 8. Unnerving moment when bumped into Eomer. Unnerving moment when bumped into Eomer. Thought he might be prettier than me until he took off helmet. Fortunately...
That was Carl Urban.
I don't know what that means. Fortunately, he looks like an aardvark. He hit on Gimli, but I warned him right off. Nobody tries it on with my dwarf. I'm still the prettiest. Day 9. Pile of dead and smoking corpses, so not pretty. Aragorn showed off and went on regarding hobbits laying about tied up. Do not know why he thinks kinky hobbit games so important. Still prettiest. Day 10. Bother! Fangorn Forest. Leaf mold terrible for my complexion. Still prettiest, but a bit on clammy, unwashed side. Day 11. Bumped into Gandalf, who is all sparkly white now. Asked him, who do you have to blow to get last battle of Bleach in Middle-earth anyway?
You mean a bottle?
That's the one, too. Last bottle of Bleach in Middle-earth anyway. Gandalf said the Balrog. So not worth it. I'm rethinking it, though. Roots are showing. Still prettiest, although at this rate, for how long? Day 12. Asked Gandalf for Balrog's number. Gandalf said I couldn't call him. I told him not to be jealous and possessive. He said he wasn't, and it was just that he killed Balrog last week. Note to self. Never date Gandalf. Day 15. Arrived in Eros. Very upset. Suspect Arwen way be prettier than me. Most unexpected, as always thought shield maidens were more hefty, pear-shaped types. Not the prettiest. Very bitter. Day 19. Aragorn stood up to Theoden today. Aragorn stood up to Theoden today. Aragorn's so butch. Have goosebumps. Day 20. Poke bonnet absolutely hideous. No longer even remotely pretty, considering suicide. Day 27. Exuent?
Sure.
Exuent Aragorn pursued by wolves of pursued. My God, reading's hard. Day 27. Exuent Aragorn pursued by wolves of Isengard. On con side. Am stuck with ugly necklace. On pro side, no longer have to wear poke bonnet. I'm pretty again. Day 29. Aragorn back. Apparently taking Header off cliff, not as deadly as one wouldn't have thought. Told him to throw me down and shag me senseless, but he just clapped me on the shoulder in a manly fashion and said, yeah, it can be a little trapped sometimes, but just put some lotion on it. Aragorn's just kind of a wanker, really. Day 29. Battle of Helm's Deep, so embarrassing. It was not bad enough to face thought of death at the hands of smelly orcs in backwater in rural province. Have now been saved at 0 hour Balhaldir, showing up with really bad weave. On plus side, Arwen stuck in rancid cave. Perhaps we'll develop cave blight. Then I will be prettiest forever. Day 30. Battle over. Gandalf always fashionably late, it seems. Hopes for after-battle quickie dashed because Aragorn sulking over postcard from Faramir is jealous over Ringbearer. Told him Sam will kill Faramir if he tries anything, but Aragorn not cheered up. Sod him. Have received suggestive note from Faramir. We'll go see if what they say about men of Rittermark is actually true. No one has bothered to get Arwen out of cave yet. Still the prettiest by far. Just valley girled that.
All right, well, we got so much material, we're going to chunk this up into 2 episodes, so why don't we reopen the beer cooler?
Cooler, never run away, never gonna wait. Cooler, never run away, never run away. Cooler, boom.
Perfect. What was this again? It's been so long.
It's from Walking Tree Brewing Company out of Vero Beach. It is their Stay Fruited Sour. It's a nice mango passion fruit sour. It has a 4.5 ABV, or it's 4.8. I can't tell because whoever wrote it. Nope, it's 4.8. Wrote the 8. Very weird.
I want to go first.
He liked it.
I loved it. Look, it's an empty glass. I can't believe it's a sour. It is really good. Probably because it tastes cidery to me. And I do like the cider over the beer. But I'm going to give this a 6. And it does not finish like a traditional sour, in my opinion. The sour leaves you all puckered up like a bad Jolly Rancher, and this does not. And the flavor is great, and it's super carbonated, which I like. So this is a definite 6 from me. On the opposite note, Laura.
So
We never agree on beer.
I took a sip of this before I knew what it was, and I could tell it was a cider right off.
You mean a sour?
Yes, a sour. I'm
Because he said cider.
It is. I could tell it was a cider right
Sour.
off.
Sour.
A sour
It was
cider.
a sour. I could tell it was sour, not a cider, even though Chris said cider.
I said it reminded me of a sour cider. That's why I liked
you both are so confused.
Yeah.
I knew it was a sour.
But it isn't as tart as some sours I've had in the past. I don't taste any of the mango, which probably gives it a higher score because I hate mango. I'm going to give it a 5.
Wow.
Woo! Sabrina's going to ruin this for us.
But mine was also finished before everybody else's.
No, I think I finished mine before you.
I try not to finish until the end. Yeah. Got stamina. Endurance.
That's not what I would call it.
I savor every moment.
Still not what I would call it.
Sabrina.
Why do I have to go next? Why can't JL go next?
Because I never go first or third.
JL is
I'm
always
the beer master. I go last.
He goes last.
God damn it.
He masters beer. Give him a beer right here, right now. He'll master.
It's been 2
right.
years for you on this show, right?
I master beer.
What?
It's been 2 years for you on this show, right? At least over a year.
Yeah, because it's
We don't
now in
count the
April.
past year.
It's April. So
Okay,
we're
so
good.
nothing has changed in this.
You're assuming I pay attention during this.
This is why we have to separate it into 2
normally-
shows.
You're welcome. No, actually, for a sour, it's not bad.
How about for cider?
For cider, it's awful. No, it's not overly puckery. I don't know. That's a word now. It is. So it's not overly tart. The first sip though is killer. You do have to go in for another sip. I also made the mistake of starting it and then going to something else and then coming back to it, and I had to start over again. But I would give it a 4.
Good, because I was going to say we're waiting.
All right, Beer Master.
Swear to God, I'll throw the rest of it in his face.
No, you won't. You wouldn't waste beer like that.
I would. It's only a 4.
I like it. It's good. I'm really developing a taste for some of these sours. Maybe I'm just getting good at picking them. I don't know, but this is good. I like it. It's got the fruity taste to it. You get the sour in there, too. So, hold on. I need to drink more. Laura's right, though. You don't get the mango.
There's
Definitely
just
get a
mango in
fruity
it?
taste to it, but I feel like it just blends with the passion fruit, so it's just one giant, fruit punch, taste.
Mm-hmm.
So, but overall, I think it's really good. I'm going to have to agree with Laura and give it a 5.
Oh, excellent. Good ratings for sour. That's
Tastes
surprising.
like sour candy.
It does have a lingering aftertaste, though, to it. You do definitely keep the, tingle on the tongue, but I feel like all sours do that. So, good, though. Very good.
Yes, and Laura's leading a marching band.
The Black Parade.
I'm waking up my arm.
She just got the first shot today, so
A young boy.
Team Moderna.
I'm surprised she's still awake for the show.
It's been a struggle.
To see a marching band.
All right. Well, this ends part 1. Part 2 will have a myriad of short stories.
And we will carry on. We'll carry on.
My wayward son.
No, Chris knows what I'm doing.
He's continuing what he started.
Yeah. You don't listen to My Chemical Romance, do you? No. That's why.
That's one of their best songs, though.
That is probably their best song. I think Welcome to the Black Parade is probably their best song.
I like Teenagers.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Welcome to Black Parade might be my favorite just because of how it's so upbeat. Great song.
It is a good song.
They get a lot of mileage out of one piano note.
Yes, they do. Hell no. They've used the same piano note like almost every song.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned for part 2.
You need to emo.
I'm Christopher DeVos.
I'm Sabrina Pierre.
JL Tross.
I'm Laura. Bye.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Catch you on the flippity flop.
Gong.
Podcast 42 is performed by Christopher DeVos, JL Tross, Laura DeVos, and Sabrina Pierre. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly in this particular episode. All information given may or may not be true. Sound design by P42 Incorporated and is recorded in the Podcast 42 studios. Logo by Cute Panda. Find Cute Panda on Facebook for commissions. Theme music by Cremo. Find more music by Cremo on cremo.net. Podcast 42 is a proud member of the Podfix Network.
This has been a transmission of the Podfix Network. For more about this show and other great Podfix programs, go to podfixnetwork.com.
Do you like comedy? What about movies? Pop culture? Do you like animals? What about science? Do you dig plants? What about writing, snacks, rambling, and rants? Filmmaking, improv, and interviews? Canadians, Australians, voting forecasts and soup reviews? Ladies, gentlemen, cretins, or comic books? Script reads, bad TV, hits that should, perfectly picked packages popping up, podcasts pointing people to discover other podcasts? Fantastic. Check out the Podfix Network, podfixnetwork.com. At Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on the gram. Plus, check out Podfix Presents, wherever fine podcasts are found. The Podfix Network, artist-owned and loved.